Good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us on this Holy Thursday night as once again we unite in light. We'd like to thank all of you who have sent in pictures of the candles that you've been lighting. We've tried to put them into the video that you see at the beginning of this live broadcast. And if you could, in the days ahead, send those pictures to us. We'll make sure to include them. But it's a reminder to all of us that as we journey through this time, we are not alone. Tonight, Holy Thursday, begins the most sacred time of the church year. Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Holy Saturday, into Easter morning are called the Great 3 Days, the Sacred Triduum. And that event begins right now at dusk as we begin the services of Holy Thursday. Holy Thursday is a beautiful night because we hear the story in the Gospel of John of Jesus at the Last Supper. We don't hear all the traditional words about the bread and the wine in John's Gospel. We see Jesus doing something very significant in that story. In the Gospel of John, Jesus takes off his outer garment and he begins to wash the feet of his disciples. He's trying to communicate to his disciples and to all of us that the way that we are to be with each other is to be in service to one another. This is how we stay connected. This is how we stay in union, in communion with one another. Jesus got down on his hands and knees and he washed the feet of his disciples. Our mission statement in Franciscan Ministries is to celebrate life and to serve with joy. In these past many days, we have seen extraordinary service in our communities. Our people have always done an amazing job caring for the residents and caring for each other and caring for the families. But especially in these past days, as we've journeyed through this time, they've really gone above and beyond in so many ways. I've had to make some deliveries out in the communities, and while I wasn't able to go inside the buildings because of the restrictions that were on, I did encounter a few associates as I was coming into the building. One of them was Cheryl. She works in the laundry. And I asked her, "How you doing, Cheryl?" And she said, "You know what? We're doing just fine." She said, "I love taking care of the residents. I love being able to make sure that they have everything fresh and pressed and clean." And even in the midst of this difficult time when she can't be close to her mother or her grandson, she still is able to serve with joy. Today we were visiting one of our other communities, Marion Village, and one of the plant operations people was out in front, and I was talking to him, and I said, "How you doing, Jim?" And he said, "I love coming to work every day. Even in this difficult time," he said, "we're doing just fine, and I love coming to work every day." I received a video today from University Place, and it was from the executive director there who shared with me the beautiful images that Mia, their mission director, painted of the Stations of the Cross. She's been working on this for a while, but especially in the past weeks, she wanted to make sure that they were all finished. She hand-painted each of these different stations along with the reflection. Our Life Enrichment people have been doing amazing things. Even though we're not able to gather large groups of people together, they have come up with amazing things to help residents have fun activities in their rooms, to stay connected to each other, to be able to see church services, worship services, to be able to get their meals in a way that's joyful. Many of them have done something called Chalk the Walk, where as our associates come to work, they have inspirational messages in the parking lot as they're coming into work. Today I encountered Krista, who's one of the exercise people at Marion Village. And she was saying how she gets on the TV, the intra-building TV, and she's doing exercises, and she's telling residents, "I can see you. Are you out there working?" And she said that she encountered one of the residents in the hall, and the resident said, "Can you really see us?" And she said, of course I can. I know who's exercising and who's not. Trying to keep people busy, keep people moving. There was a beautiful post on our website from Stephanie and Julianne where they sang beautiful songs to our residents as a way of bringing joy to them. To all of you out there, you must know that the leadership of all of our Franciscan communities have been working day and night, non-stop during this time to make sure that everything continues to move along, that people are being well cared for, that our staff is being taken care of. They are doing an outstanding job caring for everybody during these times. And we'd like to do a shout out to our home office people who, even though we're not able to be in our building right now, are making sure that our bills are paid, that all the operational things behind the scenes are happening, and that our clinical people are staying up to date minute by minute by all the things that are happening in these very changing times. They're making sure all of our communities have all the necessary supplies to make sure that our associates work safely. Our people, our associates in Franciscan ministries are serving. And not only are they serving, especially in these challenging times, they are serving with great joy. As we reflect on the image of Jesus washing the feet of the disciples, I think that especially our people during these very difficult days, they are showing us an example of that today. The other part of the story of Holy Thursday is Jesus sharing a meal. Unfortunately, at this time, because of the restrictions, people are not able to gather together for a meal. But in a very special way, communion means union with one another. And as Jesus celebrated that Last Supper, he reminded people this is how we are going to stay connected to each other, through sharing this sacred meal. Especially to our family members who are feeling distance from your loved one right now because you are not able to be with them. I think understanding that even in these times, whether on the phone or through Facebook or Skype, we can share a meal with each other and have the same conversation that we have when we're there in person. It's important, more important than ever, to stay in union with each other. The last part of the story of Holy Thursday is Jesus going out to the garden to pray. Jesus knew, he sensed that things were going to change rapidly, and he wanted to spend some time in prayer. Our sisters, all of us in Franciscan ministries, have been praying non-stop during this time for the health, the safety of our residents, our associates, all of our family members, and indeed the entire world. It's important for all of us to continue to pray. The good news that we begin to hear today is that perhaps we're moving into a more positive direction, that yes, we might still have some challenges ahead of us, but perhaps because of the diligence of so many people, this crisis is beginning to pass, at least somewhat. So the importance of service. Martin Luther King Jr. said, everyone can be great because everyone can serve. So today, on behalf of all of us in Franciscan Ministries, thank you to our associates for your wonderful service, for your serving in joy, for your fully living our mission statement. Serving, sharing a meal, staying in union and communion with each other, and prayer. Again, we lift everybody up in prayer. And after this broadcast tonight, again, we invite you either in your home, lighting a candle out in front of your home. We'd invite you just to light a candle. If you can, send us a picture so we know that we're all united in light. But again, let us lift up each other in our prayers. And so as we conclude this time, we offer a prayer of blessing. Loving God, as we enter into this Holy Thursday, you showed us by your example how it is we are to be. Our lives are to be lives of service. Our lives are to be lives of union and communion with each other. And through your example in the garden, you remind us that we can face anything with the power of prayer. Continue to unite us during these days, that we might begin to see more fully the signs of spring, the signs of hope, the signs of new life, the signs of Easter joy, even as we journey through this time. Bless all in Franciscan ministries, all in our nation, all in our world. May this time soon pass, so that we might fully enjoy our time to be able to be with one another once again. And we offer this prayer in Jesus' name. Amen. And once again, thank you for joining us. We hope that you can come with us tomorrow night on Good Friday as we mark that important day of our church here. And once again, we invite you to flood our Facebook pages, our website, with your pictures, with your kind thoughts, and your words and prayers for all in our ministry. Thank you, everyone, and take care.